welcome once again to Sunless Skies. So, we embarrassingly found Leadbeater and Steinrod approximately 3 feet from our earlier travels. So, anyway, now that we've overcome that, we are looking to go here because I want to find out what is in that. There's scribe spinsters, which means we can get bronze wood. But I don't think I want to fight for bronze wood. I do really want to get in here and get a bunch of nectar. Just a bunch of nectar. All the nectar. And then from there, depending on how we're feeling, how we're looking, we're either going to go down here to Palmyra and Plenty, or down here to Hybris, and then to Palmyra and Plenty, or Port Prosper. But if we're feeling pretty bad, then we're going to go here, back through here, then Palmyra and Plenty, loop back around through Hybris, and then up to Port Prosper. We might skip Hybris altogether just because it's a lot of resources to go there. And we kind of need to get to, where is it, to deliver the honey? Magdalene's? Yeah, Magdalene's. We only need 3, though, so we don't need a lot. So we can probably take a few pieces of bronze wood with us. Or should we find them? And we theoretically have more than enough fuel to last us the entire trip. And theoretically, we have enough supplies. We also have canning equipment. Oh, and it's a winds. All right, sweet. The winds are in our favor for once. If we just need to ride them up and to the north. What the heck? Alright, that was short, sweet, and to the point. Alright, we can just loot the hold. A barrel of unseasoned hours. Well, we actually need hours for our upcoming trip to Alboin at some point. So hours are not a bad thing. Oh, bugger. So he just couldn't turn himself around, which is excellent for me. Let's loot the hold and get some random treasures. 2 jumbles of undistinguished souls. Man, so we're probably not going to take any bronze wood from the scribe spinsters because we don't need any. We have a bunch of other loot, and I really need my space for nectar. Now we might be able to spend some of it on the haunt. Possibly. No, I don't think we can interact with this one, which is a shame. There's something grave over here. I think that requires a saying. Yeah, it requires a saying, so we don't have space for that. Anyway, we are going into the depths on our Skymat Explorer. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay, minor damage. Oh shoot. Turn you around. Turn you me around. Yay, he smashed himself. Alright, let's grab some random treasures. Solid crate, what could it be? Another barrel of unseasoned hours. Okay, so we've paid for our next trip. Now, since all this stuff is free, I have no issues jettisoning it, if need be. We're going to leave that, because we don't need it. And now, the something ghastly. Alright. approaching Old Tom's Well.
Below, beneath the scudding clouds, a speckle of structures cling to a shelf of ice. The well winds drag at your engine like the frantic clutch of a drowning man. The well gapes. The winds howl. You'll need a steady hand at the helm.
Yeah, let's descend.
A descent down through the tearing mists, through the whipped particulates that thunder on your hull, through the shrieking winds which fall abruptly still. A ledge of black ice has accreted over centuries at the well's edge, with a raised lip that affords a sliver of shelter. A handful of beehive huts huddle around a crude church. They are built from roughly chopped blocks of the same black ice that forms the shelf around the well. Old Tom was a prospector during the promised days that followed London's arrival in the heavens. For years he combed the reach looking for the strike that would make him rich. He didn't find it. Luckless and impoverished, he made a wish here at the well. The next month he discovered the mother of mountains and the rich ore veins that riddled her flanks. For a year before his disappearance, he was staggeringly wealthy. Others come here now, the desperate and the broken, with their final, futile wishes.
Okay, so the fungus inside my driver's brain wants to go to the well, so let's take him. The driver driven. The incautious driver strides to the very lip of the well and leans precariously out to stare into the depths. The well winds pluck at them. You grab a handful of their coat, just in case.
Can you see them, sir? Glimmering in the dark. The bones of the sun. The driver looks back at you, their eyes suddenly as green as old emeralds. A messenger came, inscribed with signs of peace, but it bore a well seed. Murder beneath the arches of heaven. The driver's balance shifts. They lurch, and you pull them back onto the gritty ice. When they look up, their eyes have returned to their customary blue. Thank you. My head is feeling very crowded, but the impulse has changed now. I need to return to the nature reserve. Its home is there. Or its parents? Its master? I'm not sure. I don't speak fungus.
Alright, so
we can enter the kirk. A simple leaning tower and nave constructed from black unmortared ice bricks. A voice can be heard within.
The ice crunches underfoot, caking your boots with its pitchy crust. There's no door on the church. Inside, pews are carved from the ice. A ragged handful of supplicants sit on them, bitten by the bone-bleak cold. On the altar, a single precious candle burns. A lank minister reads from a dog-eared scrap of paper. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Speak to the lank minister. Her cheekbones are sharp as flint axe heads. Her skin is pocked by the cold. Her gaze judgmental. Alright, so let's speak to her. Once her dress was elaborate and fair. Now the hems are frayed. Much of the lace has stiffened with frost and snapped off. Her hair is tied in a greasy bun. Well, you could ask her about her denomination, about the holy texts, about the rites, offer confession. Let's ask her about her denomination. The ignorant call us the cursing church, but we are the compassed, who dwell on the brinks. We are the lambs who were torn by the wolf. We are the undone, and the angel of the pit hears us where it would not hear others. Alright, what about your holy text? What is that pitiful scrap of paper? It looks like a bill, or a promissory note that has passed through too many hands and should have been cashed long ago. Her congregation raised their hands. Each has their own leaf of paper, a single page torn from the Bible. The only page that matters, the Judas Psalm. It contains the only lesson that we need to hear, the promise that those who wronged us can be made to suffer. Well, gee, that's... okay. Ask about the rites. A blessing would not go amiss, probably. Yeah, sure, let's get a blessing, I guess. They are not for the unconfirmed. If you wish to partake of our rites, you must join our congregation, and if you want to join our congregation, you must convince me you are one of us. A confession. Only then you would be permitted to take part in the right of wrongs. Alright, sure, I'll give you a confession. We are not concerned with crimes that you may have committed or temptations you wrestle with. This is a confession of weakness.
You are here because you were wronged, because you bear a grievance you cannot forgive. You are here to ask for all God's vengeance on someone. So tell me, who is to blame?
So I was scarred, so my would-be murderer.
A grievance graven on skin. The minister spits, and her spittle freezes before it hits the floor. We are surrounded by the wicked. She gnaws on her knuckle until the skin splits, then smears the blood on your lips. A wolf resides within this lamb. A sword sleeps within this plowshare. A curse coils within this prayer. Let your grievance be heard, and let the one who tried to take your life, which was given to you by Almighty God, lose their own, after a suitable period of anguish and discomfort, obviously. Amen. A couple of people in the congregation remember to intone.
Well, that's kind of creepy. That's creepy a lot. Alright,
let's real quick speak to her, because I want to see if I can get that blessing. No, I can't. Return to the church.
Enact the right of wrongs. The compassed are scattered in an infant sect, and each minister cobbles together their own blessings best they can. The lank minister has composed benedictions of vengeance. You may only be subject to one well rite at a time. This one increases your iron at the cost of your hearts and mirrors. Alright, so this would help me get to a thing. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this, and if need be, we can balance our officers to adjust. A consecration. The rite begins with a day of dismal prayer and song. You are given a wooden chisel and sent outside to hack a grave marker from the ice. You engrave the name of your enemy upon it, and the most imaginative curses you can conceive. Once it's complete, you set it in a field of similar graves, crooked as boxers' teeth, that stretch to the well. Afterwards, your hands are numb and clumsy. Your cheeks are streaked with frozen tears, but you are hardened. You have undertaken the right of wrongs, and you have endured the right of wrongs. Actually, let's just forsake it. Let's just forsake it. I'll forsake this right. The process is crude. There in the freezing church, you strip to your undergarments and wash yourself with ice water melted in your own numbed and soon blistered hands. Meanwhile, the minister intones from the Judas Psalm, "O save me according to thy mercy, that they may know that this is thy hand." Are you free of the right now? Are only yourself again? You have forsaken the right of wedlock. Now, either that's an error. I think that's an error. So, anyway. So, we've intoned one of the rites. So, this is going to build us to one of our great things. Let's explore these little hovels. See what's here. Barnacles clinging to the edge. The sky churns as you make your way to the pitiful domes. Most are empty, awaiting a well-wisher, but the third one is not. It contains a corpse, stiff as an icicle, some supplicant who died before their wish was granted. You move on. In the fifth dwelling, you find a sallow partitioner, her eyes feverish. "I saw gold in the well," she croaks unprompted, "glittering in the deeps." Alright, well, that's creepy. Let's get away from here. Oh, shnikes. Oh, shnikes. Oh, shnikes. Oh, shnikes. Oh, shnikes. Oh, shnikes. So, let's get away from the well. Alright. Alright, I'm going to leave that here because I don't really need it. I just need to get some nectar. We'll save it for some other time. Ooh, what's out here? There's a little pocket here. Perhaps there's something in it. Maybe, or maybe not. Okay, there is a little pocket here. So there might be something around. So I'm going to press on and explore this little area, because you don't know when we'll be back. Let's send out the owl, see if he can find anything. Nothing there. Okay, so that's the edge. So maybe we can skirt around the well. Maybe there's nothing at all here, and this is a waste of time. But we'll never know until we try. And we're in a relatively safe place. We're close to a restocking point. So there's some stuff over here. I thought there were scribe spinsters over here, but I guess not. One of those. Yeah, we're gonna grab it. Munitions! And there's something over here. Oh, Schneckys, what the heck? I think I need to get that. I need to... Ow. Ow, you bastard. Okay, get away from me. Ended up shooting yourself, eh? Well, you deserved it. You deserve it. You deserve this. Alright, don't need crew. Let's loot the hold. 2 more Dumbles of Souls. Okay, and I need to kill one of these things, I'm pretty certain. So we're going to try and kill it. See if we can't get it. Alright, so you got some movement on you. Colonized Cantankery. Pulverized. A palpitating myological mass of fractured chitinous legs, frilled gills, and ruptured pulps. A growth of livid fungus has engulfed a small herd of Cantankery. Now it's dying. The herd grumbles with one irritable, faltering voice. So we can dig for precious stones. Render it, edible? Let's dig for precious stones. Alright, 90 sovereigns and 5 tear. Okay, so the fungal sheath is tough and fibrous. It must be dug out by roots, which sprout between the Cantankery's segmented plates. Use a sharpened trowel and leather-gloved fingers beneath a glitter of very valuable stones. Ugh. So I thought I needed that, but I guess I need to go to Hybris itself to get that. I need a seine for that, so we're going to real quick poke into this corner and see if there's anything else. I don't think so. Yeah, nope. So, plan is, we go out, we go down, we grab this, get some terror reduction, go up, go through, go there, and then to Palmer and Plenty. We're going to skip Hybris this route, and then onwards. So, let's move out and get some nectar. Oh, there's a wind here. Darn it. Okay, so we're losing resources faster. Oh, shoot. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I know you want to kill me, but you're gonna have to give it up. But why won't you die? Ouch. You bugger! Die! Thank you. Holy cow, that was annoying. Let's scavenge for parts and get some hull. Okay, we took care of that business. Onwards! We're not going to scavenge that because we just have enough hold space to get what we need from the bees and whatnot. So, onwards we press. Almost there. We're going to try and kill some bees, and mayhaps we can get the remains that we need. Or, better yet, oh, hello. Yep, I know. You don't like that. Oh, shoot. Ow, 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 ow. Let's just turn around and get out of here. I could go into there, but it's just so much work and effort, and it's just not worth it. So we're going to carry on. Bugger. You know what? It is worth it, because we're going against the wind, which will be annoying and painful. So we're going to loop around and explore that other route. Oh, shoot. Just keep pinging. Alright, they chased me off, so they don't care about me anymore. Great. Minimal damage. What is even in our hold anymore? We don't need souls. We do actually need the hours at Leadbeater and Steinrod. Sweet, so we can deliver those there. Won't get the full bonus, but better than nothing. And it's a ministry monitor. Carry on, my good man. Do your thing. I hope the bees get you. We could have used the Wonder, but there's another one down there. Ouch. The Millet Metcalf. Strip it for repairs. We need that more than anything else right now. Let's follow these winds. Hello, Mr. Monitor. Fuel! I needed that. Ow. And we're back at the preserve. Sweet. Alright, we made it. Well, let's go to the bazaar and let's sell some hours. Get some money. We don't need the tea. Let's go to loading bay. Nothing there. Capabilities Inquest. Basic research. I don't think we have anything for him. Capability. Albert's Idyll. Follow the incautious driver into the reserve. The verdancy in their head drives them deep into the wilderness. Deep in the wilderness stands a mighty tree, shriveled and dry. A fungal growth twists around it, its beams flecked with purple and black. The incautious driver approaches it.
lying down in supplication. The verdant pulses, its buds splitting open and erupting in a spore fall that soon coats the driver in shimmering emerald dust. For several minutes, silence. When the driver emerges, their face is crestfallen. It wasn't enough. What I brought it was only half the story. It needs more. You escort them back to the train. They should be more coherent after a good meal and a few hours of sleep. Alright, so you need some time. Let's arrange for a guide and see what we can find out here. The only person available to help you is a romantic ornithologist. He is lean and plainly dressed with a long, wiry beard. The other researchers introduce you. Did you know our colleague here, one indicates the ornithologist, is looking for the mythical bird whose beak pecks away at the mountain of eternity? They stifle giggles. The ornithologist maintains his smile and gestures towards the forest path. I'll be glad to show you the reserve. I hope you'll join me later. You can often find me at the watchtower. Let's take a quick trip into the reserve. The romantic ornithologist clasps his hands with quiet delight when he sees you. I found the most wonderful place. Shall we? You delve into the reserve together. The birds sing around you, the flowers offer sweet perfumes, a pleasing breeze tumbles through a glade and whistles around a mountain bend. Let's see. So I don't really need anything to do with it else here. Alright, so let's stock up on that. Just get that save in place, 'cause real quick I need to check. How we looking? Alright, so looking like we could do one more. We could head to Palmer and Plenty. So I think we're going to head to Palmer and Plenty and then finish our quest up there and call that a day. We also desperately need to get the effects. Oh shoot, we're going to be going, well, I mean, we're going to be going into the wind no matter which direction we're going, so we're just going to get this done with. I think this is the food wind because my supplies are not dropping. We broke it. Alright, we're out. Straight south. Attack these. Bees. I do need to actually fight bees at some point. Let's try and fight the bees. Because I need to get them for a quest. I just remembered. Alright, we got him. Alright, let's collect a pristine pair of wings. Yep, they sift the corpses. Sometime later, he returns with a single pair of wings your assault did not perforate or shatter. Nice. Alright. Simple enough. On to Palmer and Plenty. I think there'll be fighting dudes ahead.
We did get all the stuff we needed for Magdalene's, so we're gonna carry on. Yep, slightly to the left. Yeah, left. My left, your right. The big dog. The thing in the mist. A sudden jolt. I think we hit something, sir, your driver observes. The mists are thick. You could turn back and search for it. Yeah, let's double back. Success! What do we find? Searching the mists, you discover a sinuous, mini-winged creature of the sky, still stunned from its impact with your engine. Your crew tie and cage it. You now have a cage catch. Alright. We're just gonna pop into Palmier and Plenty. Make our delivery. Alright, so new arrivals at the circus. Let's listen to the stories. Reduce terror. That's nice. Let's go into the circus. Collect some free tickets. Let's write a port report. Go behind the tents. Deliver the magician's repaired equipment. His friend in Port Avon has fixed the delicate machines. They are ready to be used again. The magician inspects his equipment as thoroughly as a gunnery officer would their cannons before a long-awaited engagement. When he is satisfied that the panels do shut properly and silently, he breathes a sigh of relief. It's been a long time since I've been able to do anything with a beep. I remember back in those days, the people my performances would attract. His glance catches you on an old poster of himself. He requests you leave him alone to practice. Ooh, alright, alright. Let's start to the ringmaster and get the final quest here. Alright. Reclaim the acrobat's twin, which is in Lustrum, which is a pretty easy quest. We just need to go back. Perhaps not. Go to... let's attend another performance. The big top is filled. The audience chatters in anticipation. When the lights dim and the ringmaster is drawn into the center on his horse-drawn calliope, singing of the night's delights, the applause is rapturous. Then come the acts. The magician appears suddenly from a puff of smoke, dazzling the crowd with his many amazing devices. High above, the bereaved acrobat again performs their half of the routine for a tiny amount of applause. The pensive clown is heralded by his comedic geese, Cuddles and Ruffles, who march in their finery before him. They honk as he juggles them, and the audience collapses into laughter. The strong woman asks the crowd if they've brought anything for her to lift. They cheer as a group of 10 attendees struggle to wheel out a wagon full of crates and barrels. Not only does she lift them all in turn, she overturns the wagon single-handedly at the end, to rapturous applause. Alright, alright, alright. Let's visit the amusements. And reduce our terror. Alright. So things are looking up for this place. No bargains available. I could get more. I was hoping to get fuel here, actually. But it seems like they don't have it, which is a shame. But we'll be okay. We're just going to save here. And then we're going to call this one a day. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gents. And we'll see you in the next one. Farewell.